All right, y'all. So college basketball is like my absolute favorite thing in the world. I love it so much. I have a huge college basketball bucket list, so I figured I'd make a series about it. Starting off with a pretty obvious one, the Final Four and National Championship. I mean, this one speaks for itself. You get to see the best of the best. You get to see a champion crown. Caps off the end of a college basketball season. This would be amazing to go to. Next up is another pretty obvious one, Duke, North Carolina. Now, I might be a little biased here because college basketball is my favorite sport at any level, but I think this is the best rivalry in all of sports. Just pure hatred. These teams go at it every year. It's almost always a good game, even if the teams aren't great, and most of the time, both of these teams are in the top 10. This would be an amazing matchup to see in person. And to conclude part one, the Maui Invitational, Thanksgiving week is probably my favorite week of the whole year because all the great college basketball tournaments, and this is probably the best one out of all of them, so it would be awesome to go there. So many great matchups, great teams always in this, an incredible atmosphere because the small arena. This would be really fun to go to. I would love to go to a Midnight Madness event. Now, I used a picture of Kentucky because Big Blue Madness is probably the best one, but any Midnight Madness would be a blast to go to. Serves as the official start of college basketball, just an absolute party. You get to meet the team, you get to see a slam dunk contest, three-point contest, scrimmage. This would be a whole lot of fun and get you really hyped for the season. Next up is Hinkle Fieldhouse. Now, obviously, it'd be awesome to go to a game there, but even just to see it in person would be great. This is one of the most iconic venues in all of college basketball. So much history there. I think every college basketball fan should have it on their bucket list. Now we've got kind of a fun one, the Arizona State Curtain of Distraction. They slide this curtain open during free throws and have all kinds of craziness coming out of there trying to distract the other team. Things like the baby head you see here, things like animals fighting. They've even had Michael Phelps come out of it. This would be really cool to see in person. The Big East Tournament in Madison Square Garden is another one I would love to go to. One of the best conferences in college basketball, playing in one of the most iconic venues in the world. Great basketball, a fantastic atmosphere. This would be a lot of fun. The Battle for Atlantis tournament is one of my favorite events in all of college basketball. It's played during Thanksgiving week. It's actually in the ballroom of a hotel. They make a makeshift arena out of it. It is an awesome looking atmosphere. It seemed like it would be a really cool event to go to, and always great teams in it, so great matchups. I gotta have Assembly Hall on here. One of, if not the most historic venues in all of college basketball. Always an incredible atmosphere. Hoosier fans are insane. Gotta go to a game there. It would be sick. Next up, we've got storming the court after a big win. This has got to be one of the most exhilarating feelings a fan could experience. Just imagine running onto the court and celebrating with your team after a huge win. This would be amazing. I would love to experience this at some point in my life. I'd also love to go to a game in the Carrier Dome where Syracuse plays. Now, their football team also plays here, so this place is massive. It's always an incredible atmosphere. Their fans are amazing. It'd also be a really cool environment just because of the fact of the arena being so huge. This would be really fun to go to. It'd be really cool to watch an episode of College Gameday live. Now, I watch as much college basketball as I can, so I watch this show all the time, every Saturday, getting me hyped for all the matchups that day. It would just be super neat to see all the fanfare that goes on, all the little competitions, and all the bantering back and forth with the analysts. I would love to be a part of this. Gotta have Allen Fieldhouse in here, one of the most iconic venues in all of college basketball. Their team is always good, an incredible atmosphere. It would be awesome to hear Rock Chalk Jayhawk in person. Also, they have the original rules of basketball in a museum at their arena. That'd be really cool to see too. Just a great place to see a game, I'm sure, and I'd love to go there someday. Next up is the Silent Night game at Taylor University, held every year around Christmas time. The fans remain completely silent at this game until their team scores the 10th point, and then they just go absolutely insane. I see highlights of this every year on SportsCenter, and it would just be an awesome atmosphere to be a part of in person. Now, this is one that I've actually been to, and I've been to it a ton of times and was supposed to be there for the whole thing this year until it was canceled because coronavirus. But the ACC tournament, I think this is the best conference in college basketball, so obviously I think it's the best conference tournament. It's just a phenomenal atmosphere, unlike anything else I've experienced. Always great teams in this conference, so the matchups are super fun. This is a must-attend event for everyone that's a college fan. If you don't know about Grand Canyon University's student section, you better check them out. I watch so much college basketball, and I have yet to see a student section better than theirs. The Havocs are absolutely insane. It's an awesome atmosphere. I want to go to a game there so badly. The Palestra's got to be on this list. Probably top 5 most iconic venues in all of college basketball. So much history in this building. As a college basketball fan, it's somewhere I think everybody needs to go to. I would love to go to a game there. Obviously, the Naismith Hall of Fame would be super cool for any basketball fan, but I think especially a college basketball fan because there's so much history. You can learn so much from there and see a lot of cool stuff. It would be an incredible experience to go to the First Four in Dayton. First of all, this city absolutely loves their college basketball, so I'm sure they'd have an awesome atmosphere there. And second of all, you know there's going to be so much excitement in that building because this event marks the official start of the NCAA tournament. Cameron Indoor Stadium at Duke has got to be on here. Now, I have been there before, but not for a game. It would be an absolutely incredible thing to experience. One of, if not the best atmospheres in all of college basketball. The Cameron Crazies are insane. The small size of the arena makes it really loud. I'd love to go to a game here. Going to a game on opening night is something else that I think every college basketball fan should experience. I put a picture of Clemson just because I've been to 2 different opening night games there. It's just a different buzz in the building, a lot of excitement surrounding the new season. Really a fun time for everybody that goes to, and I definitely recommend it. Along with that, I would love to go to the Champions Classic, another awesome event that really marks the start of the college basketball season, and always big-time programs in here, so these games would be great. The Carrier Classic, I don't think is still played, but if it ever gets done again, I would love to go and be a part of it. Just a super unique atmosphere since it's played on an aircraft carrier and it's outside. This would be incredible to experience. I'd love to be a part of this. I would love to go to a game at Michigan State, one of the best programs and best home game atmospheres in all of college basketball. Their fans are incredible, always have a good team, so it'd be really fun to go to a game here. You guys know I'm a big ACC guy, so I would love to go see the Big Ten ACC Challenge in person sometime. Not as big of an event as some of the ones I had on here, but I think this is just a super neat idea, and I think this is the 2 best conferences in college basketball, so it'd be fun to see some of these matchups in person. And finally, I would love to see one shining moment in person. Now, obviously, if I saw this, it would mean I went to the national championship game, so that'd be really cool. But also, this just serves as the culmination of the college basketball season, celebrates the national champion and the season that was just completed.